Carp. This is one hunting up at my place in North Texas where hogs have been coming on and off for the past couple weeks. Had a full moon, so I thought it'd be a good night to try out the Psionics Aurora night vision camera. And I started off my evening by watching some deer, including this big buck that came in that chased away this doe and a couple fawns. Initially spotted with my FLIR Scout, and then recorded with my IR Hunter Mark III. Now as he chases them away, this is going to be a theme that's going to be repeated later in the evening.
Optics provided by Third Coast Thermal.
And sure enough, later in the evening I was watching two does when something spooked them, and off from the side came this boar. So in trying to document everything, I reach over to turn on the Psionics Aurora. I'm not looking through the scope as the boar chases the two does away. And I get back on the rifle, and my boar is gone. Fortunately, he comes back. I figure he's eventually going to make it to the feeder, so I'll go ahead and get zoomed in. And here I'll sped up the video as I go ahead and nuke the image. And I wait for him to get in a position to make a good shot. I go ahead and turn off the fan finally. Now right here I could make a nice headshot. He's stopping, doing his security checks, sniffing the air, looking around, listening. Perfect time to make a headshot, but that's not what I want to do with my Defender ammunition, Sierra TMK ammunition. I want to get a nice broadside shot, and he gets lined up right behind the leg of the feeder, so I need to wait for him to move forward a little bit. Alright, here we go. The view from the Psionics Aurora didn't turn out quite as well as I would like, between the distance and the extreme contrast between the shaded areas and the open field where the feeder is. The boar turned out to be pretty good sized, coming in at 185 pounds.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
And here I decided to use the Psionics Aurora in order to record the necropsy work looking at the damage done by the Defender ammunition Sierra TMK 107 grain ammo. Alright, the bullet entered right here. Just nicking the bottom of the shoulder blade behind the humerus. Here's a better image of the entry side permanent wound channel. Notice the lack of blood despite the fact that the hog was laying on this side when I recovered it. Here I'm peeling back the shoulder blade to look at the damage underneath. The bullet has passed into the chest cavity, breaking two ribs. Again, I'm not seeing much blood underneath the shoulder blade or around the wound channel. With no bullet fragments and no other notable observations, I move on to the other side. The bullet did not make it through the opposite shoulder blade. Oh, but it exited below the shoulder blade, it looks like, at least partially. There we go. Again, I peel back the shoulder blade to look at the damage underneath and to look at the wound coming from the thoracic cavity. The bullet exited the opposite side of the thoracic cavity, going through one rib here. It's not in the shoulder blade. Again, I am not seeing much blood at this point. Where'd it go? The lack of blood resembling the cadaver hog I shot previously. Uh-oh. Then the muscle at the bottom of the shoulder blade. All of the bullet fragments were found together in the same piece of muscle, although I'm not sure if they were articulated or not as they came out separately. But we had 3 pieces totaling 54.8 grains. And as with the previous hog, we have a wound channel that opens up quickly, continuing through to the other side, shedding bits of the bullet as it goes along. So the wound channel is about what I expect, opening up after passing through the shield, clipping the scapula, breaking ribs going into the thoracic cavity, apparently clipping one or both lungs based upon the amount of blood coming from the mouth and the nose, breaking one rib, exiting the thoracic cavity, but not exiting the hog. And in this case, no major blood vessels or heart appears to have been struck because there wasn't a lot of blood around the wound channel.
Carpe sus, my friends.